Derby de la Madonnina this Sunday on Paramount Plus. Our coverage begins at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We've got our entire crew out in Milano for this one. It's gonna be exciting. The matchup never disappoints. You see Marcus Thuram on the left, Niclas Füllkrug on the left, and we invite the German striker for Milan onto morning footy.
How different is training at Milan versus training at West Ham versus training at Dortmund?
It's really, really crazy because as a football player, you just think football is football, it's the same game, but it feels so different in different countries and different leagues. So in Germany, it felt very different to England, that England was more shorter sessions and very dynamic and very dynamic sessions with a lot of high intensity stuff. Here in Italy is we have very long sessions, more sometimes also a little bit not slow, but with different intensity than in England, but very long. We train often. Normally we don't do a lot of days off, and but this is very good right now for me. I feel very good, very, very fit, and I'm getting better and better, and I'm already used to this training style. And also today we had a very good session.
Niclas, well, with the changes in Germany, England, and Italy, also come cultural changes. How has your time in Milano been?
Oh, I have to say, I got used to it way too quick. I love the culture. I love the club. I'm so grateful to be here to play for this club. I don't know why, but the connection I have already with the fans, with the club is already deep. And I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to play for this club. I'm always happy to enter the San Siro, and I'm really looking forward to my first Milan Derby in my life. I think one of the biggest derbies in the world, and I'm really looking forward to that.
It doesn't get better when you go to a place and you instantly feel that connection, because you feel like you can thrive and get the most out of your ability. So talk to me about your expectations going to a club like Milan, and then the players that you're seeing now in training. How are you building those connections, and what have you seen over the 11 matches that you've played?
Yeah, I always try to see also the reality, and part of the reality is the past. And the past was like, I was 16 months in West Ham, and 9 months I was injured from the 16 months, and I was never at my top level when I was there. So my biggest aim was to get to a club where I can help, but where I can take also profit from the quality of the club. And I found Milan. I found a very, very good team, a very stable club with an incredible coach, and the connection I've built already on the pitch with the players is very good, because I think they notice that I work for the team. My numbers right now are not perfect. I want to score more, but I had the chances. I had also the chances to have already four assists, I think, or something like that. But in the end, when I come on the pitch, when I enter the pitch, we win games, and that's the most important thing. I'm a team player. I try to defend for the team, and I try to attack for the team, and that's how I build the connection right now. And in the end, I am very happy to be here, to get the minutes, to get used to the minutes, to get used to play every week without any problems, and that's the best feeling for me right now.
So how has the adaptation been personally in the city of Milano for you, perhaps your family that's also made the move over there?
Yeah, it's we live a little bit outside. We like the life on the countryside, so we prefer to live calm and relaxed. So that's why it was very easy. We are together as a family most of the time, and I have a short way to the training ground. I'm very positive with everything what I got used to in Milan or around Milan. We love the culture, we love the food, we love the people, how they are. Everything seems to be very warm, and we feel as a family very, very good.
So you make this move to Milan. You're settling in, but on the horizon, there's a big tournament this summer, back on our land over here in the United States. I got to watch you play against the U.S. men's national team in Hartford. Mm-hmm. Christian Pulisic scored the first goal in that game.
Golazo,
I'm sure you remember it was an absolute golazo. Have you guys talked about that match? And then what is it like being in and around Christian Pulisic?
Yeah, of course. Christian is a very smart guy. He also speaks German because he was in Dortmund, and he's still speaking very, very good German. So very smart guy, and we speak often. He's one of the guys I'm closer to. And we spoke also about that game because it was interesting. It was the first game of our national team coach, Julian Nagelsmann. And for us, it was a very important game for me as well. I could score and assist in that game, and we spoke about that. We spoke about the World Cup a lot, what is coming now, and what they await from the World Cup and how it will be. And yeah, he's just, for me, his biggest quality on the pitch, next to the good qualities of the pitch, because he's such a good guy. He is his biggest advantage. If you have him on the pitch, the biggest advantage of the team is like how he creates chances. Sometimes you have the feeling we just play, then he get on the ball, and I have a very good link-up play with him. We had already one game together as a starter in Firenze, and we had a very good link-up play. I assisted 2 good passes for him, or 3 good passes, and he had the chance to score. So he's an incredible player, and the moment when he start to make an offense action is always dangerous for the opponent.
Well, since you're the bigger enforcer, just protect him. Will you wrap him up in bubble wrap so he's good for us in the summer? But in hearing that, what are your expectations this summer?
I think it will be very, very different to the last World Cup in Qatar. So it will be a big difference for the teams of Europe to play in America and Mexico, because of the air, because of the time zone, because of everything. There will be also a lot of traveling, I guess, and but everyone is looking forward. It's a World Cup in a very, very big country, and I think everyone is just looking forward to be there to play the World Cup for his nation, and hopefully the atmosphere will be incredible.
Niclas, I want the audience to kind of understand your story if they don't know it, because I think it's remarkable. You began your pro career in 2011, 2012, and you were playing in German football, bouncing around certain teams, and then right before the 2022 World Cup, so this is 10 years into your career, you go on an absolute tear with Werder Bremen, right? So much so that the German national team goes, this is our guy for the World Cup. And ever since then, it wasn't so long ago, right? We're talking 3.5 years ago, your career has taken a rise that perhaps not even you expected. Maybe you did. You'll tell me in a second. But talk me through that and perhaps the patience you needed to have, and if you ever imagined playing at a club the size of Milan.
Yeah, if you see that from outside, it's difficult to understand. But yeah, I was a bit unlucky with some knee injuries I had in the first 7 years. Every year or every 2 years, a bigger knee injury, and I was out for 6 months. I had also in the beginning of my career, like in the younger 20s, I had 2 seasons where I scored 15 goals in a season, and it was also like when bigger clubs came to get in touch with me and try to sign me. But yeah, then I always got out and had problems, and you need time to get back to your level. This is what someone who watches football from outside underestimates, because you really need the time. If you're 6 months out and you come back to play, you need 6 months again to be on your top level. So it takes time. And after that long time, and then I was fit for a long time. All the hard work paid off, and I was very thankful for that. I'm still very thankful for that. With the top situation that I found to AC Milan this winter, and playing for this big club is incredible. You feel it everywhere you go. You feel it if you go to a away game. You feel it if you go home game to San Siro. You feel it if you go out privately. It's just a big club with a big fan base, and it's incredible to be here to wear this shirt, and I still love it like the first day.
Niclas, I can relate with the resilience and just bouncing back and figuring out a way to overcome such obstacles. What would you say is your proudest moment?
There were a few. Like, if you say facts, it's like, I don't know, the Bundesliga top scorer or all the goals for the national team, or now my first goal for AC Milan. But if I see it emotionally, it's the promotion from the second division to the first division with Werder Bremen, and my first national team cap. And I scored also in that game. So that day was, it was like fantasy.
Not too shabby.
Not bad at all. Niclas, we wish you luck with everything that's to come in your career leading into the summer. Hopefully you getting back to 100% so you are at the best level for the World Cup on our soil. Especially best of luck this Sunday for the Derby de la Madonnina. It's going to be a great one on our network.
Thank you very much, guys. It was a pleasure.
Milan against Inter this Sunday at 3:45 p.m. Eastern Time, but the coverage starts at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Again, CBS's crew is going to be out there for the Derby de la Madonnina, so you cannot miss it. Thanks for watching this video from Morning Footy. For all news and insights regarding leagues around the world like EFL, Serie A, and all UEFA competitions, both men's and women's, don't forget to sign up for Paramount+.